Hello guys, it's me. And this time you see, I look like a big, Why? Uh, I don't know. Because I'm always like working like an artist with big head, but I'm 6'4", around 6'4", or 1 meter and 94 centimeters. I'm not so small, and I look relatively fine. But enough with the advertisement. Let's go to work. So we need to work on the sweater. I will call it a sweater from now on. I will go, of course, in sculpt mode. I'll press N to get rid of this window here because I don't need it. And let's see what we can do. I will press 1. And then I will go with my image plane to see it. And I see that the sweater is kind of bigger in our guy. So let's make it bigger, of course. We will not get behind. I want to know, we have solidify and subdivisions, okay. So we don't have something else. We have solidify and subdivisions, which is great. And this will do. I want to make it thick. And here, like this. And this lower part, we should increase the size of it. And probably something like that. It's a little bit bigger for this guy, this sweater, but he's okay. He's feeling comfortable and he's smiling, he's fine. Don't worry about him now. Let's worry about overall quality of our work, because we have to worry about that, since we don't know that. No, it will happen, it will be nice. We have to just work. I'm inflating here, smoothing, inflating, so this is not with some kind of angles or something, because it was having some angles, which I don't like at all. So with G, the grab brush, I'll move this around. Let's make an angle in here a bit, and it should have an angle because it will help our pose later. And the bigger the angle, the more help we will have with our pose. But still, we cannot make it a super huge angle, because it will be hideous. Here we have a luck, because this back part will be covered partially by the hood, which we have to do also. And also in the front, I see something like a pocket. One of those pockets that are in front, like in the belly, and you put your both hands from both sides. It's like a big piece of fabric here in the front. So we probably will make it. We'll see. No, we will make it, definitely, but we'll see when exactly and how exactly we will make it. So we have two choices for that pocket. We can make it separately, like a separate mesh, which is okay. But when we rig this character, we'll have to adjust it later, which is not a big issue, so we can do it. Or we can put it inside this mesh and connect it with the sweater, like it would be in the top part and the bottom part to connect it. This could prove a little bit more tricky, but probably will be a better idea. I'm not sure. Probably we'll have a better control if it's a separate mesh. I guess this is, yeah, that's the case. That should be the case. Now, since I kind of have my overall form ready of this sweater, kind of, it's not the best, it's not the worst. I will make some shoulders, by the way, because he has had no shoulders at all. And alright, he looks decent, let's say. Decent man. By the way, today I have released the video that I have recorded yesterday about a human head in Blender from concept. It's in my YouTube channel, Speedchar. Okay, but what I mean by that is a guy wrote in the comments below that if you click File, let me just remove this, File, External Data, and this automatically pack resources is checked, it will save your textures automatically and you don't have to save them. If that's true or not, I'm not exactly sure, but it's worth checking out, because you will definitely sometime forget to save your textures, and it's not a big deal. I mean, these textures that we are making here, the eye and the face texture that we'll make, and for the ears a little bit, they are not some hugely made textures that will live for the ages or something like that, and after thousands of years they will find these textures and they will say, what genius were those from this previous civilization. No, they are just simple things that we done for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. So it's not a big deal if you lose them, but it's a little bit annoying. So we don't like this to be annoying. We like it to be smooth and everything to be cool. So that's why we kind of want them to be okay. Okay, yes. So now for this weather, what I like to do is I like to disable the subdivision. I don't want it now. Alright, it looks strange. I need more polygons in here, because if I like to put some, I don't know. I will look at it, by the way, because it's closer. Some folds here and there. I don't have enough geometry, so I will go to tab. Let's go to tab. Control R, and I will put this here. Let's see in the back. In the back I don't need, I think. But here, definitely on the shoulder, it will be nice to have at least one or even two like this. And here, because this is the elbow, it's good to have one or two. And now I'll go back with tab to sculpt mode, and I will sculpt it a bit. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we will add our favorite modifier, which is what? You'll see. It's just amazing modifier. How did I do this? I did this with Solidify. Solidify is fine, but I think the best way to do this kind of sweater or whatever is manually to make the thickness. What I mean by that? Manually. So I will disable the Solidify modifier so we don't have thickness anymore. I will press tab. I will go to solo with this question mark key, and I will start with here. I will leave my pen, get my mouse, press 2, select this, press E to export, to extrude, S to scale. Now we have the thickness, pretty thick. I mean, don't make those things thin. Make them thick like this. Thick is better. So extrude inward like this, and then G to move it, then extrude and S to scale. So AG, no, ES. It doesn't say it here, but I press S after E to scale, and then I may just press M and merge at center. So now our sleeve is ready here. The other one will be ready when we symmetrize, and here I will do the similar thing. So I'll select this, ES, the S you didn't see, I don't know why. Then E, and then go up, press Z maybe to go up, and then maybe go a little bit more up, because I need this to be a little bit more invisible. Then S, maybe S, then ES, of course scale inward, and then here we can press M and merge at center. Here on the top we can do almost the same thing, although we can press ES, and then I don't know if we need to make thickness for this, although let's make it. Let's don't be low. E down, and then press ES, scale M at center, merge at center. So why did I do that? Let me explain. The thing is that if I don't do this, there are a lot of things that could happen, and the world could go to a wrong place. I mean, the rotation of the Earth could be a little bit twisted if I don't do this. And then we will experience a lot of climate changes, and it will be a mess. So you better do this, you know. And the other reason I did this, because I don't need the thickness inside. I don't need all those polygons inside. if I can do this like this. That's the other reason, but it's not that important. The important reason is about the climate change, you know. So now I will try here to make a bevel. Ooh, bevel, what's happening here? Let's try to do it. A bevel here. So Control B, of course, is bevel. And then I will move my mouse and it's happening. So sometimes you move your mouse and nothing happens, but at some point it will start happening and you will be in awe. Wow. And if I'm just moving my mouse and then scroll wheel. What is happening here? Huh? It's nice. So just like this bevel is nice. And then you'll see this window behind me. And I will move it. Oops. Can I move it, by the way? No, I can click somewhere else and then press F9. And then this window will not be behind me. Now it will be here. And now we can kind of see. So we can adjust. We can put more segments, but we don't need. We need just maybe one. Yeah, or 2 segments in this case. But we can go custom. And here we can make a preset, support loops or whatever, but we have to increase this, and then you can make some other things. I think I've shown you, but this is not needed. I mean, this is fine, and here too is fine. I think this is okay. Then we click somewhere and we are ready with this. I like it. I don't love it though, but I like it. It's fine, it's fine. It's completely fine. Maybe another edge looping here will be good. And in the back, I'm not sure. Probably not. I can, by the way, slide this edge loop. As I told you, if I press G, I will just move it. But if I press G one more time, so double G, I will slide it so it will be more in the middle. I want to be more in the middle. And this one, I can just G inward a bit. Just in case. Okay. I think it's fine. Now, we go back to sculpt mode. And then we can put some, I will disable this solidify modifier already, we don't need it. I will just delete it by pressing X. And we will go to our multi-resolution modifier, which is the best, and subdivide twice. Okay, I subdivided, and I noticed that some of the... Okay, let's subdivide it like 3 times. Maybe we should subdivide it one more time. And now you see that it's not okay. It's not okay. Why? Because we don't have sharp corners where we need them. Now what I will do is the following. I will go back to the 0 here. I will go to tab to edit mode, and then I will press 2 for my for this to select edges. And then I will double click on one, shift double click on the other, shift double click on the other, shift double click. Where I want a sharp edge, I will double click on these edges. I need those here probably, why not? And this is it for now. Maybe I will need one more here. And then I will shift E and I will try on the top, you see, on the top left corner you will see the crease, and 0.4 would be fine, I think. Then we go back to sculpting mode, we press symmetrize here, symmetrize. Now it's symmetrical, it's looking good. And now we go back to the subdivision levels, and it's looking kind of decent. Although here in the middle it's a little bit strange. So this is because the symmetrize made it a bit strange, and I will show you how to fix it. Okay, listen now, listen very carefully. We will go to just show the wireframe, and we don't need this. What we will do, I will take my tablet. Now I will disable symmetry, and since this part of the model is projected to this part, I will just move those a little bit on this side. You see? Just tiny bit. Move them. And then silent, because we don't want him to hear that. Maybe here I will do the same. I will move those to this side, because I know that we copy this side to this side from the middle, and I will just move them to the other side that will be replaced, and they will be replaced and they will disappear. And let's see if they will. So, symmetrize. What? What? Oh. I know, but this isn't my invention. I do this in ZBrush all the time. This I saw from a guy who was in YouTube. So in YouTube you can see a lot of little gems, but you have to watch a lot of videos for that. And sometimes you watch one video and you see nothing new and it's a waste of time a little bit, but still you can see somebody's kind of point of view. You can see somebody's how he is making the things and stuff like this, which is mostly useful. Most of the time it's useful. So now what I will do, I will grab my my what brush, the draw sharp brush. I'll disable the image plane and I will make this and this. Just one and then one with control, and that's it, kind of. I want to have as little as possible folds, but on a right places, and this will be the best. Let me see if I here can have a fold like this. We have to have some fold in here basically, but we have to be very careful and choose our folds very wisely. You cannot make, especially in the cartoon character, you have to make the exact folds on the exact place that they have to be. Otherwise, it will not look as good as it should be. Now I don't have symmetry. That's why, and I'm stupid. So I have to go back to 0, symmetrize, then press the symmetry, of course, and then go back to 4. And now it's fine. It's good. It's the best, of course. Now, maybe we can add a little bit of detail which is not in the concept, just like this. Yeah, hopefully this will do. Maybe on the sleeves I can do the same, but this kind of detail will give us a bit more believability, a bit more interestingness on our character. So why not do it? Let's see. Yeah, it looks a bit more like, yeah, a sweater, good. And on the sleeves I will do the same. It's not supposed to be very nice or super cool detail or something, but it's a detail after all. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Oh, draw sharp. I'm with draw sharp brush. I didn't want the draw sharp. I want the other one. Yes, the draw sharp brush is a little bit too much for this. So let's smooth it out and just do it with control and the other brush. The draw brush, basically. It will be better, I think. Yeah, the draw sharp brush is a little bit too much. And I will smooth it. And it will be gone. Be gone, draw sharp brush. You crazy brush. Why are you doing this? Crazy ass brush. Now, I can do just a little bit like this. I don't have to do it. But it's fine. I can do also here. And maybe kind of something like this. Not sure about that. I mean, yeah, probably we will make some other folds here on the sleeve when we bend the hands at some point. At some point we will have to bend the hands and see what happens. I will Alt Q, have this hand, just increase the size of the wrist a little bit, not too much. Then those fingers should be probably bigger and shorter, or just bigger, wider, taller, stronger, faster, scooter. Okay, no. I will just decrease the size of the shoulders, and we can duplicate this mesh, the sweater mesh. Let's make another thing here in the back. with the draw sharp brush, just a little bit like this or like this. It's not looking good. I don't like it at all. Yeah, here I have to inflate this area because we have this kind of a corner here in the back. I don't like it. I will inflate this bottom area here, and then I may do a little bit of something like this. Yeah, you see I'm doing it, then Control Z, then doing it again, then Control Z until I have something that kinda looks fine. Although it's still not the best thing ever, but it will never be. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that. Let's put our model in here, our basic thing. And for the hood, I don't know, for the hood we have to make something, but it will be in the next video. So now in this video we have refined the sweater, mostly. Probably we will not refine it anymore, that much. I think this is kind of okay for now. If we need more, we'll see. I will put a material for it, just for it to be more visible. Sweater, oops. Okay, let's go in Latin. Sweater. Latin. Yeah, you see me smiling and be happy and stuff. Sometimes I get angry. It's normal. It's normal to be angry. Okay, this color looks fine. Looks kind of fine. Fine color. And those sleeves should be much thicker, I think. And now, when I see it, the sleeves should be much thicker. So what I want to do to make them thicker is go to multi-res, dial it down to 0 and inflate them a lot. Although if you inflate them too much, it will be kind of difficult to pose them later. But don't worry about it now, just inflate them a little bit more, just for it to look fine. It's fine now. I'll smooth this area a bit. We don't want very bad creases. It looks inflated and stuff, but when we pose it, we probably will make some things so it kind of falls like it's supposed to be and stuff. We will resculpt basically after we pose it, which is completely normal. I always do that in ZBrush. So in Blender, shouldn't be that different. And let's continue in the next video with our hood. But after I do a little bit of changes here, maybe a little bit like this. And if you are not happy, just G move it. Grab brush. And then probably we will be using this particular object, duplicating it and making a hood from it. And the only thing that we have made of this character with the automatic topology are the ears. Although I showed you a little bit of how to make them probably, but of course I advise you to check out the quad remesher since it's free for 1 month. Just check it out, download it. Also, you will kind of see how to put add-ons in Blender, and at some point when you start working with Blender and you start being good in Blender and you start doing nice things, you will need to have add-ons. Some add-ons are very useful, so you will find yourself nice add-ons that will be useful for you and you will probably use them. What a surprise. Yeah, and it will be good to know how to put an add-on. And I told you, I will tell you again now because I just remember that I may tell you. Edit, preferences, add-ons, and then here, install. Just drag your zip file in here or find it from, for example, it's in downloads, some zip file or whatever, and you select it and press install add-on and it should be installed. Then you go back here, find your add-on, for example, quad remesher, it's here, and just turn on this check because it will be turned off. So you turn it on, and then probably your add-on will appear around here in the N menu. So when you press N, or this little tiny arrow in here, or just N, and this menu will appear, and your add-on will be here, like quadrant mesher, like those screen keys, and stuff like that. And in the next video we will continue with our amazing character. By the way, with this red sweater it looks much better now. I think it's starting to look kinda good. Because we don't have lights. Okay, yeah. It was good, but now not good. Okay, see you in the next video with the hood.